Okay, this is a third video and the final one. How to start a meeting and use the features on Zoom as well. Okay, so go log into Zoom, okay, and this should come up. So you've got your profile, meetings, webinars, etc. Okay, click onto meetings, and here should be a list of all your meetings that you've created and you've sent invites to the children. If you click on start, okay, open Zoom meeting, okay, and it should be connecting. Now you can join with audio, and you just make your screen a little bit bigger. Hello. Okay, so I'm just going to mute. Okay, so that's at the bottom here, only because it makes it a bit fuzzy. And you can see as well, I've started recording. So at the top left, it should say recording. That's because I've not done anything, it's just because what I've set the meeting up to do on the second video that I showed you. Okay, so you can see here, participants, there's just myself. So if you click on that, this column will come up. It's just me who's the host at the moment. Okay, right, I've set this up on my iPad, so hopefully it'll work. This is what the children will see if they're on their iPads. They can join without video or join with video. They want to join with video. Okay, if I lift this up. Join with video. It comes on. Okay, and you can see there now, I'm just going to continue without audio, but you unmute yourself at this point. You can see there in my participants, I've got one person waiting. This is where you'd see the list of children joining you. Okay, so if it was 9:30 that you was doing your Zoom, hopefully you get a big long list. And there's an option usually that says admin all. I normally just click on that. Or if I want to speak to my TA beforehand, just to say, have you got the register ready? Are we all set to go? Yeah, okay, you could just admin that one person. So for me it was Simon, so I'd just admin her and then I'd leave the children just for a minute while I spoke to her. So I'm going to admin Gemma's iPad, which is me. And then it should come up on the children's like that. Okay. So that's what they can see. Okay. Oh, sorry for the noise. I'm just going to mute that one. Okay. So I'm going to flip this over. Okay, so that's the child effectively there, and then obviously this is you. Okay. With the children, so you can see all the participants here. They might come up with the adult's name, the parent's name that they've come in with. Because it's a parent's laptop or iPad. So if they click on their screen, they can rename it, or you can rename it, but it'll be a lot to do that. I got the children to rename it. So I just showed them exactly how to change the name on the computers, and they were really good at it actually. It was a bit hard for me because I didn't know all the children's name, so they can just rename it and just call it something. I don't know, Gem or something, or J. Okay, so that's what the children could do while you're doing the register. It makes it a lot easier to see a full list of names as well. So your teaching assistant could just tick off the names on the register. Okay, so that's participants. You can see there that I've got 2 at the moment. Okay, but hopefully you have lots there. Right, mute and unmute. I've shown you how to unmute yourself here, okay, and mute yourself. And then obviously if you wanted to stop the video, you can do that without ending the actual lesson. The children, you can also mute and unmute here. Just get my cursor. There we go. Can you see you can unmute the children there? And then on their screen, it'll come up with stay muted, unmute, okay, unmute, and then you can talk to them. Okay. Also, there's an option here at the bottom. It says mute and unmute all. Okay, so that's good for if you're having a discussion or you just want to unmute one child or all of them or whatever. But the children were really good at actually unmuting themselves and talking. But during the lesson, I muted all the children. Right, next thing, hands up. Okay, so if I go on this iPad now, stay unmuted, there's an option here that lets you raise your hand. So if the children have a question, rather than shouting out or putting the hand up, because you can't always see them if you've got 20 odd children, you can see here in participants now there's a little blue hand. Can you see that there? Okay, that blue hand just means that they've raised their hand. So then you can say, right, Jay, have you got a question? Right, unmute, talk to me. Then you can actually lower the hand so it doesn't appear anymore. Okay, and then obviously they ask you the question or whatever they want to ask you. The children can also communicate through chat. Okay, depending on the class, that it's your decision. But I use this and my children were fine with it. So they could just say something like, help please. And then once they send it to you, okay, it then comes up, when I've clicked on chat at the bottom, it came up with one message, okay, and then it comes up at the side here, okay. To stop the children from messaging each other as well, you can see it all, but I just used to click on host only here, select that option, rather than everybody and publicly and privately. I just clicked on host only, so there's only you that it's you that they can message. Okay. So we've done hands up, we've done the chat, sharing the screen now. Now, sharing the screen is really useful for when you're doing your lessons. You've seen this in when we've been doing the staff meetings. It's just this button here. Okay. Right, when you click on share screen, what the computer does, it recognises everything that you've already got open. Okay, so it's not open what I want to show you here, it's the class page on 1C that I want to show you. So what I'm going to do is come off Zoom. You can't minimise it because it'll tell you that you can't do that. All you need to do is just click at the bottom. Okay, so I'm trying to find that video that I want to show you on 1C. So I've opened it now. Then I go back in my Zoom at the bottom here. Okay, and when I click on share screen now, it'll show you that screen. Can you see now? So that's an option to open the window that I want to open. So I click on that and I click on share. Okay, so the children can now see that screen. Okay, so if I look on my iPad, this poor child's still waiting for help. You can see that screen. So whatever I've shared on there, on my laptop, that's what the children can see. Okay, just be aware as well, if you're flipping from a different, say if I went on YouTube now, you wouldn't do this, but just say I would go on YouTube. You'd obviously have a link ready. Oh, it is doing it actually. See, I've moved from screens. Sometimes it doesn't do it live. What you have to do is stop sharing. If you're let me just see if it works on a Word document. Yeah, so can you see I've got that Word document up now, but the children can't see that. They can still see YouTube. So what you have to do, it's really strange, I don't understand why it does it, but you have to stop sharing, go back onto that share screen again, and then click on the Word document. So it must be you can share from internet, tabs on the internet, but then if you change go onto a Word document or a PowerPoint, it won't allow you to swap. So just stop sharing, yeah, then go back onto share screen, and then it allows you to do that option. Okay, right, so I'm just going to go back onto that screen that I wanted to show you. If I'm going a little bit quick, you can pause it and then rewind it. That's why we decided to do a video. So if I go on share screen now, and there it is that I want to see. Now, there's some options when you're sharing the screen. Okay, you can see at the top here, oh, it's just gone away. If it does that, it's absolutely fine. Let's see if I can hold it and do it. Here, annotate. The children absolutely love this. And again, Yasmin showed me how you can turn this off, because sometimes the children like to draw when you're trying to explain, which is understandable, but sometimes it's not appropriate. So it's good for you because you can actually draw on the screen and they can see that. Okay, so whatever I've done there, they can see that. Can you see that? Okay, but sometimes we're getting squiggles on the screen, which isn't good. So you can clear all. Okay, but Yasmin found something fantastic, which you click on more, and can you see here? It says disable participants annotation. If you disable that, the children can't do it anymore. Okay, obviously if you want them to do it, then you just bring it back on. Okay, allow participants to annotate. Okay, yeah, that's the draw tool. I think I've gone over everything actually. Just check security. Yeah, I think so. To end the sharing, you just click on stop share as well. Okay, and it brings you back to that screen. I've mentioned this about recording. It's still recording. Just keep leaving it until you end your Zoom lesson. Okay. Right, I think that's the basics of doing a Zoom lesson. I hope it was useful, and if you've got any other questions, please ask. I'll try my best to answer them. I'm learning as we all are. Okay, so just give it a go. But to end the actual lesson, I just click on end meeting for all, and then that's it. You'll see here that it started converting meeting recording. So what it's doing now, it's that the meeting that I've just done, it's recorded it, sorry, and it's converting it into a file, and that file will be stored on your computer. Now I've moved that file then onto my hard drive just so I've got it all the time. Okay, right, thanks for listening guys. See you all soon, bye.